A very touching reunion as nearly 100 families were reunited with their loved ones who returned home from Afghanistan. Members of Shaw Air Force Base's 77th Fighter Squadron have spent the last 6 months overseas. Emotions ran high as they were met with family and friends. Our Stephen Dow was there for that homecoming.
It's been very hard, harder than I thought.
6 months is a long time, but the few minutes waiting on the tarmac for your loved one can feel like an eternity. But for Kelly Smallwood, the wait was worth it.
It was just like excitement, like pure joy to see him here. I mean, it's been a long 6 months, and I'm just happy to have him home. After being away for so long, Kelly's husband, Captain Jeremy Smallwood, just wants to enjoy the simple things.
We have all our family here, so we're just going to go probably to Outback, sit down, have a steak, and eat a good meal and just hang out and enjoy each other.
I was just so happy that they had their daddy back and that I had my husband back.
For Captain Derek Pegg and his wife Cassie, this deployment was a difficult one.
We had a couple deaths in the family, so it was really tough for us.
But now that he's back, Derek hopes to give his wife a much-needed break.
To come back, see my kids, help my wife out. She's had to do everything by herself, so that's a lot of work, especially with this guy.
For the wives that are left to take the role of being mom and dad, Smallwood said she could not have stayed positive without the support from family and other military wives.
The Gambler girls, we just stuck together, we set goals. Working out was one of them that was huge, so we would work out together and just hang out, and we'd have girl nights, and that with my family is really what just kept me going, and knowing he was doing something that he believed in and loved.
If being halfway around the world wasn't enough, constantly thinking about family and friends at home, this squadron had to deal with the death of one of their own, Captain James Steele.
It was a tough loss, obviously. It was tragic. But ultimately, we were out there to continue to do the job, regardless of what happens.
So in the midst of tragedy, members from the 77th, the Gamblers, can sleep well knowing that their mission abroad is complete and can focus on making memories with loved ones here at home. In Sumter, Stephen Dial, News 19, WLTX.
Well, the 77th is back home, and they're going to be following orders now to stand down as part of the more than $600 million worth of cuts to the military. They can no longer fly in combat missions or training flights until further notice. And there's also going to be a memorial service for Captain Steele next Tuesday.